Peace, y'all. It's your boy Zulu King Street Fame 47. Y'all know what it is, man. Smash that like button. Subscribe. You know the routine. Yesterday, I did a video and I mentioned my boy Gutta in that video. So today, I was thinking I should just give you the story of my boy Gutta. I don't know if I gave y'all the story. I know I mentioned I be telling stories and a lot of these stories intertwine with each other because a lot of things happen in one day. That was like a movie, you know what I'm saying? Like 10 different things happen in one day, so they all like kind of intertwine and stuff. But so I don't know if I ever told y'all the whole story, but I'm going to. So my boy Gutta, Hobby Gutta, right? Gutta lived in my hood. In my hood, I was on the east side, Curry Ford, right before Conway, right in between Conway and Conway Gardens. There's a neighborhood in the back. It's called Dover Oaks. It's not called Dover Oaks no more. If you throw back from Orlando, east side, you know what time it is. So they changed the name like 5 different times. I don't know to what. I don't even remember no more. But Dover Oaks, at that time, everybody used to call it Devil's Oaks. You know what I mean? I did a video about it. I don't know how they be doing the videos, but they be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put the video right here, and it pops up. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do that, but it's on here, and it's called Orlando Devil's Oaks. It's on my page. It's on my channel. I mean, go check it out, and I break down the the rest in pieces and all that. There's more rest in pieces added to that story because at that time the people were alive and now they're not. So Gutta lived in there. I always did music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hip hop junkie. This is why you see me always felide out, because I represent the culture. For those that ask me, yo, why you always got felide? Why you call yourself the felide champ? Because I'm hip hop, you heard? I rock vintage hip hop clothing, you know what I'm saying? I got Carl Kanai shit still. I got Carl Kanai. I got the troop shit. You know what I'm saying? I be all vintage hip hop. I do rock, you know what I'm saying? I got some J's and shit like that, you know what I mean? But I don't like looking like everybody else. And I represent the felide brand because the Feli brand is one of the most brands that represent the hip hop culture. You could look up any. I might do a video just put all the collective of all the rappers from past to the present that wear it and get pushed by this brand. So I represent the culture, the hip hop. I'm a hip hop junkie. So I meet Gutta. At this time in my life, I wasn't like, I was still a hip hop junkie, but I had like pushed that to the side. You know what I mean? I had my son. I was getting money in the streets. I was wilding out, but I still could freestyle. Like I still was doing writing songs and still, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't pursuing it like I used to. You know what I'm saying? I was like more in the streets than anything. And I meet Gutta. And Gutta's in the hood where I'm at. But Gutta was going to Full Sail, the college, and for music and engineering and stuff like that. And he was doing beats, and he was, you know what I'm saying, he was bubbling with the beats. But he was one of the nicest cats that I met making beats and shit. So, we kind of clicked up because we be drinking and shit, you know what I'm saying? So we out there drinking. He be seeing the movements. I be doing whatever. And we be smoking. He be hanging around some cats and all this and that. Kind of find out one of the cats, his roommate, was from Chelsea, from Boston, and my family from up there, and my cousin used to cook his dope for him. You know what I mean? So he didn't know how to cook at that time, so my cousin would cook his dope. So me and him was talking and all that. So we would hang out. This was Gutta's roommate, right? So then we hanging out. Gutta's making beats. Gutta had a Triton. He had a Triton keyboard, a big ass Triton, and he would make beats with that shit and this and that, and I just be sitting there drinking, you know what I'm saying? We vibing out. We were just drinking and vibing out. I'm hustling, getting money, making sales in between, and I just start freestyling to the beats. And Gutta looked at me like his eyes was like, and he was like, yo, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? This and that. So Gutta took to me mad fast, bro, because of 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 the hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Of the lyrics. Like he knew what hip hop was, you know what I'm saying? So when he heard me spitting, he was like, yo, this kid is hip hop, bro. Like, yo. And he would always be. I was always at his crib, and he would always be like, "Yo, you like this beat? You like this beat?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Yo, you can have it, man." But Gutta used to sell beats. He ended up working with like Cool and Dre, you know them cats. You know what I'm saying? But Gutta used to sell beats to people and shit like that. But Gutta would give me beats. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I had like 12, 13 beats that he gave me. Excuse me. That his computer crashed and everybody lost. Like nobody had them beats no more, including him. And I had the beats, but I don't got them no more. But Gutta was sick with the beats, and he was like, "Yo, take these beats, man. Do something with them." I'll be like, "All right, kid, you know what I mean? Whatever, you know what I'm saying?" But he's like, "Nah, I'm serious, man. You can have them. I'm not gonna sell them to you. Nothing, man. Just do something to them. I want to do something with you. I want to do something." He always wanted to do some music with me, and he always would push me to do music. That's what I remember about Gutta. Gutta will always be like, "Bro, man, you got to do something, bro. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Drop." I would go to his crib and he'll put a beat on, and we'll just start freestyling because he used to rap too. You know what I'm saying? But he was more on the producer side, but he used to rap. So we used to just be spitting in his crib, spitting in his crib. One time, somebody broke into his crib and stole all his equipment. So kind of knew who did it. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a cat um, that was notorious for stealing and breaking in people's shit around there. You know what I'm saying? And it was Courtney. You know what I'm saying? He was notorious for breaking in people's shit over there. So you know they came to me, whatever, whatever. They're like, "Yo." So Gutta's roommate on them, they really like was trying to do something. You know what I'm saying, to Courtney and shit. You know what I mean? Because word got around, like, everybody, yo, gotta be him, it gotta be him. I got the shit back. You know what I'm saying? I hit Courtney up, and you know, we got everything back for Gutta. No violence. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Nothing crazy. You know, at least nothing crazy. You know what I mean? So anyway, we got his beat back, his machines back, his Triton, everything. So he was messing with Pro Tools and shit like that. So we got all his shit back. So yeah, Gutta would always. One time he had a big long chain. Back then, remember everybody had the long 40-inch chains and shit. So he had a long chain with an angel on it, and some cats came from the other side of town. I want to say it was Ivy Lane because at this point, like, you know what I'm saying, people was coming from Ivy Lane trying to open up shop and trying to do this because I was booming. I was doing my 1-2 over there, and they robbed them. You know what I'm saying? So I got mad at Gutta. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Yo, why you ain't buck the jack?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, "Bro, they had a 45 on me. What I'm gonna do?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Nah, fuck that." You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Nah, you crazy, bro. I'm not gonna get shot by that chain. Fuck that chain." You know what I mean? But I was like, man, I wouldn't give him shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up giving Gutta a pistol. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Hey, bro," I gave Gutta a pistol. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, "Yo, don't let that shit happen no more next time, whatever, whatever." So he was like, "Yo, with some dude with some dreads in the box Chevy." So I was like, "All right, cool." So I told everybody in the hood, if a box Chevy comes through here with some dude with some dreads that don't live here, because we had cats in there that had dreads and all that lived in our hood and shit. So I was like, they come in here and they're not from here, y'all better blow at them. You know what I mean? If you don't blow at them, I'm gonna blow at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all have it, bro. Any car that come here that's not from here that got dreads, let them have it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of time I was on, because I was like, they ain't finna come over here and be robbing us. You know what I mean? And Gutta looked Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? He was white and black, but he looked Puerto Rican, so they probably thought they robbed some Puerto Rican dude or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But I told him, nah, man, this any car that come through here that ain't from here, and the dudes got dreads and they look like they ain't from here, they on some shiesty shit, we gonna have to, you know what I mean? So that's the type of time I was on. And me and Gutta was mad cool, you know what I'm saying? Gutta was a good dude. One time I was messing with this chick, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I was with my BMs at this time or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I was at this chick's crib, you know what I'm saying? My boy used to, somehow it was my boy's crib, but he had these two chicks living with him, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like the maintenance in the apartment, you know what I'm saying? But Shorty was there and my boy dipped. I don't remember the whole shit, but I was there with my crew. We was all in the crib, and Gutta used to fuck with her too. You know what I'm saying, right? So Gutta come up the stairs, but I'm already there at the top of the stairs. I look at Gutta like, "Yeah, boy, wait your turn, homie." You know what I mean? Yo, we was laughing. He like, "Yo, what you doing here, nigga?" I'm like, "Yo, what you doing here, bro?" You know what I mean? But Gutta was my nigga. But you know, I got so many stories. Like, I was at his crib, and another time I was at his crib, and I showed up with my squad. You know what I mean? You know, we was notoriously like active. You know what I mean? On the east side, everybody know. You know what I'm saying? And we walk in the house and, you know, we got a couple of choppers, you know what I'm saying? I had an AK-47, SKS, you know what I'm saying? Couple pistols, and we walking in and everybody's like, yo, who's these? But Gutta's my nigga, so Gutta's like, yo, what's up, woo? And 12 o'clock was there. I remember 12 o'clock, you know, rest in peace at 12 o'clock. Rest in peace to Old Dirty Bastard, which is 12 o'clock is Old Dirty Bastard's brother, for y'all that don't know. And Old Dirty Bastard used to be in Pine Hills. His moms lived in Pine Hills, you know what I'm saying? His moms or his grandmoms. If you remember the song he did with Mariah Carey, he shouts out Pine Hills. You know what I'm saying? So 12 was out here, and 12 used to always be with Gutta, and 12 used to be with some other, like a little white boy or something. They was always together, but they used to be with Gutta. It was at Gutta's house. So we go to Gutta's crib, and 12. I remember I had caught my case, and they were trying to give me 3 years. And I was like, yeah, they're gonna give me 3 years, this and this and that. And 12 was like, boy, you better run. I'm like, I'm gonna run for what? You know what I'm saying? And he just looked at me like I was crazy. I remember this dude was like, you know what I'm saying? He said, shit, man, run, man. So, you know, I said, that ain't number 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna run for that. You know, I'm just lay down and come home. And he just looked at me like he couldn't believe that shit for some reason. I don't know why. But rest in peace to 12. You know what I'm saying? And so we was always at Gutta's house making music, making beats, freestyling, drinking, smoking, popping, getting lit, you know what I mean? And just making music. So he would always try to get me to record, man, always. So what happened with Gutta was this. I had got out of jail. I don't remember exactly like the month or whatever. But I got out of jail and I talked to my homie Fatal. Now my homie Fatal, he was a Latin king from Jersey City. So he's like, yo, what's up? You got out? Wow. We going out tonight. I'm like, where y'all going? Like, yo, we going to the strip club. We going to Diamond Clubs on Cimarron. I was like, word. So I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go with y'all. So he's like, yo, I'm in Maitland right now, and I'm gonna head that way. So I'm like, all right, cool. Call me when, whatever. We gonna link. So, you know, my baby moms was talking shit and all this and that. And, you know what I mean? I just got out, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you gonna go hang out and all this and this and that. And I ended up not going for some reason. I can't remember what it was, but I ended up not going. So about a couple of days later, I think it was like a day or two later, I had talked to Gutta on the phone. Matter of fact, that same day I talked to Fatal. I called Gutta. I said, give me Gutta's number. I talked to Gutta. I talked to her. I was like, yo, I'm gonna pull up. I didn't go. So I remember I was asleep and my baby moms woke me up. Now I told you, Gutta came to that girl crib and I was already there, and I was like, yo, homie, what's your turn? So my baby moms didn't like that chick, and she knew that something was like, she kind of knew something was going on, and she was like, yo, I don't know, you know what I mean, whatever. And she would watch that girl's Facebook or whatever the hell it was back then. It was social media, you know what I'm saying? What's that other one? MySpace or whatever it was. It was something like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if even Facebook was out back then. But so she was watching her on some kind of social media. I want to say it was MySpace. And she wakes me up and she's like, yo, Gutta's dead? And I was like, what? I was asleep. And I was like, what? I was like, nah, man, Gutta ain't dead. She like, nah. She like, nah, yo, I think Gutta's dead. I was like, man, Gutta ain't dead, bro. I just talked to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Fatal, this and this and that. I was like, you don't remember? That was when she like, yeah, but I think something happened that night. I'm like, why you think that? And then she was stalking this chick's page, you know what I'm saying? And she showed me, the chick put up the picture of Gutta. Rest in peace, woo woo. So I was like, what? So I call Fatal. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And I'm like, yo, what happened with Gutta, bro? Something happened to Gutta? So Fatal breaks down crying on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And he starts telling me, like, trying to talk to me. But I'm trying to talk to Fatal. But the way Fatal's talking is Fatal's trying to keep me distant, but he's trying to tell me what's going on because he knows I don't know what's going on, but he's also don't know my angle. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know at the time that I'm talking to Fatal that Fatal's getting mad threats. So people are calling Fatal's phone and they're cocking guns over the phone that we're gonna kill you. We know you had something to do with Gutta getting killed. So now they're coming after Fatal. You know what I mean? So I'm talking to Fatal and I'm like, yo, my nigga, pull up. You know what I'm saying? You know where I live, pull up. So Fatal's like, oh, and he's giving me every excuse in the world not to pull up. And I catch on. I'm like, yo, this nigga don't want to come talk to me, dog. So the way he's talking is like, but he don't know. Before I went to jail, I have helped him do something in his crib. I don't remember what it was. Like, yo, come with me to my crib. And Fatal ain't that type of person to just take anybody to his crib. He had moved from the hood because Fatal and Gutta, all of us lived in the same hood. He moved, and he lived somewhere else. So Fatal had took me to the crib at one time. And I got out of jail. He must have not remembered. So I'm like, yo, Fatal, my nigga, come talk to me, bro. And he's like, nah, homie, you know, I don't know who to trust. There's a lot of things going on. People's threatening me, man. People owe me money in the street still. They don't want to pay me. They talking about I got something to do with Gutta. La, 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 la. I said, yo, Fatal, I know where you live, bro. And he kind of just stood quiet. I said, if I was going to do something to you, I'd have been at your house. And Fatal knows me. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people get on here on YouTube and they rah and all that. You know what I'm saying? And but Fatal know me. You know what I'm saying? And Fatal was like, he just stood quiet. I remember. And he's like, yo, big homie, yo, you right. You right, man. He's like, yo, send me your address. I sent him my address. He come to my house. He was mad skinny, bro. I was like, yo, Fatal, what the yo, you mad skinny? He's like, yo, I can't sleep, bro. He said, I'm having nightmares because Gutta died in my arms and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, these cats talking about how something to do with Gutta getting killed. They don't remember. He's like, they got to see Gutta in a coffin, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Dressed nice. I have the homie bleeding on my arms, bleeding out his head, bleeding, dying, bro. You know what I'm saying? In my arms. That's how I remember him. That's the last vision I had of him. So he's like, I can't sleep. I can't, you know what I'm saying? People threatening me, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, why are they saying you got something to do with this? And he got charged with accessory. And this is what happened from Fatal's mouth. So they went out. And they're at the Diamond Club. And they all hanging out. Now, the kid that killed Gutta was named Tito. I was going to run down. I did run down on him. He came in my hood and he tried to serve a couple people all the way in the back. And I got word of it. They said, yo, this kid coming in here. So I'm like, who? And they told me, I'm like, oh. I said, yo, I seen that little nigga with Fatal. So I was like, oh, this nigga think he going to play up on the Fatal. He going to get cool with Fatal and he could come in here because Fatal come in there. And if Fatal was to serve anybody, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So he trying to play up on the Fatal so he could catch some serves in there because the spot was jumping. You know what I'm saying? So I caught him coming out the building and I ran up on him. And when I ran up on him, Fatal came running out. You know what I'm saying? And Fatal got in front of him. You know what I mean? And Fatal was like, yo, big homie, let me talk to him, bro. He's a good kid. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? He don't understand what he doing. I'm going to talk to him because it's not worth it for a couple dollars that the homie gets smoked. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, so I was like, talk to him. Talk to him. I'm going to come back and talk. You know what I'm saying? So I let him fly. Boom. So him and Fatal was always chilling. You know what I'm saying? They was always chilling. And I was always like, I had sold a couple of sticks, you know what I'm saying, to Fatal and these cats and all that. So they always knew I was, you know, I had a couple of things laying around. You know what I'm saying? Not to say too much. But, so, the kid, back to the kid. So, they all go out to the titty bar. That kid, Fatal, Devious, a whole bunch of people, you know what I'm saying, from the east side. I didn't go. So, they hanging out, they chilling, they drinking, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's two different stories, and I'll tell you at the end, the other story. So I go and so they're there in the club and they're strip club and they drinking, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I think that one kid was on bars. That kid Tito that killed Gutta was on bars and all this and that. And everybody was drinking, having a good time, whatever. The kid Tito had somebody that wanted some coke. You know what I mean? So my boy Fatal had some coke in the car. You know what I'm saying? I think they wanted like a zip or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, my boy want a zip. You know what I mean? And he was like, all right. He's like, yo, I got in the whip. And he's like, yo, here go the car keys. You deal with them. Them your people. I don't know them people. You know what I'm saying? This is where it's at. Grab it. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Just give him my bread. He's like, all right. So when his people get there, he run outside. He serve them. And he come back in. But he never gave Fatal his car keys back. So they in there chilling, drinking, whatever, hanging out, whatever. Something starts an argument. They start arguing. But they was already like arguing, bickering in between each other already. You know what I'm saying? They got told to calm down. And then they started up again. You know what I'm saying? So now they all get kicked out. They telling you, y'all gotta leave. So they kick them all out. So while they walking out, everybody talking shit, they arguing, whatever. The kid Tito jumps into his car. Because I heard the kid Tito was arguing with Devious, is what I heard. You know what I'm saying? From them, from Fatal. You know what I'm saying? That the kid Tito was arguing with Devious, whatever. They got an argument. They get thrown out. Tito leaves, comes back like 2 minutes later. He jumps in his car, he goes down the block, turns around, come back, boom. He jump out, he got the blicky in his hand. So him and he start arguing with Devious or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And and Gutta jump in the middle of it. Like, yo, on some peacemaker shit. That's what Fatal's telling me. So he's like, yo, Gutta get in the middle, like, yo, put that shit away, bro. You know, this and this and that. He turned around and go talk to Devious, and the kid Tito just started firing on him. You know what I'm saying? And he hit him in his legs, he hit him in the back, and hit him in the back of the head. You know what I mean? And he lit him up. And I think he shot him like 6 times. You know what I'm saying? Or he was just shooting. Bullet ricochet, hit the security guard. You know, I think somebody else got hit by a ricochet. You know, whatever. So Gutta falls down. Tito takes off running. And he jumped in Fatal's car because he never gave Fatal back his car keys. He left his own car there. He had his own car that he left. And that's how they knew who killed him. Because he jumped in his car, he left, came back, and left that car there. The license plate is under his name. The car's under his name. But after he shot Gutta, he jumped inside of Fatal's car because he had Fatal's car keys in his pocket from earlier that night. So he dipped in Fatal's car. So the police is like, Fatal gave him the car keys. But Fatal ain't trying to tell him, oh, I gave him the key for an ounce of coke. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. So Fatal like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how he got my car keys. I don't know how he got my car. I didn't give him to him. I don't know. So they arrest Fatal too and they charge him with accessory. That's how he got charged with accessory because he didn't want to give up no info. So they already know who this kid is because they ran his license plate. The security got shot, said he left in this car, that car's his, you know, whatever. So they find out who he is. You know, they got a warrant out for him, but the kid got away. You know what I mean? So, Gutta dies. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the homie. Gutta passes away from his injuries. And Fatal gets locked up for accessory. And that's when he gets out. And everybody's calling and threatening him because they like, you know, the streets flip the story. You know, like, oh, he gave him the gun. He gave him the car. He gave him, you know what I'm saying? So now they're like, damn, Fatal set up Gutta. He gave him the gun and the car to get away and all this and that. And it was nothing like that. But, so Fatal came to my house and he told me everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was close to Gutta. Like Gutta had people that was close to him all over. Gutta was like a person that, like there's cats on the east side that rap, but I don't mess with them. You know what I'm saying? I was real wild. You know what I'm saying? And these cats, a lot of these cats was out there and they was like, they had a little name for themselves, but their name wasn't attached to violence. You understand what I'm saying? Their name was attached to like, oh, they got a bunch of little thotties that they run trains on. Or they do a little bit of music here. They might sell a little bit of weed. But their name was never attached to violence. And I was attached to violence all over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was what I was known for. Everything about it was violence. So a lot of cats didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? They like I had a whole more people that loved me than more people that hated me. You know what I'm saying? But there is cats that they were like, oh, what's up? They'll say what's up and this and that, but they really don't fuck with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on some other shit. And I'll run down on them. And I ain't care what gang you was in, because a lot of them was in gangs, you had little cliques here, your 21 Guns, the Folks, the Maniacs, the Land Kings, you had the Bloods, you had the Kitchen Crips, you had all these different Spanish Cobras, you had all these different little gangs on the east side, and I was running up on them. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? By myself. You know what I'm saying? I had people run with me too. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times I'll run up on you by myself. I'll run up on you, and you could have 6, 7 people, and I'm still gonna run up on you. You know what I mean? So that's the type of time I was on. So they would try to keep away from me. But Gutta was the type of person that he did music with everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was cool with everybody. He did music with everybody. So, he would bring people together that normally wouldn't chill together. You feel me? Like normally I wouldn't chill with this cat, but since we all here in Gutta's crib, we chilling, we vibing. Yo, buddy ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm on a different type of time than him, and he knows that. And whether they feel threatened or I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But there was at some point there was like, yo, you can't, homie did Sanchez homeboy, his own homeboy, you gotta watch out. There was like that with me. You know what I'm saying? So but Gutta was that person that would bring all these different people together. You know what I'm saying? And so he had people that loved him and that was cool with him, that, you know what I'm saying, that was different crews that hung around each other. You know what I'm saying? Because of Gutta. So so Gutta ultimately dies, he dies. And they got a billboard. They put a billboard up on Cimarron. I remember it was a big ass billboard, and had his picture on there, him holding his head down like that, playing the Triton, playing the keyboard. And it said, his birth date and his death date and all that. He was about to blow up. Like I said, he should mess with Cool and Dre and all them. He was about to blow up. So the TV show Manhunters ends up airing the episode, you know what I'm saying, of the Gutta. It's called, damn, I said it in the video yesterday, I forgot. But it was Manhunters Hip Hop Homicide is the name of the episode. If you look up the TV show Manhunters, look up Hip Hop Homicide, Manhunters. I don't know if they got it on YouTube or what, but that's the episode of my boy Gutta. So the dude that kills him ended up getting caught. He got snitched on by his aunt. He got caught in New York. You know what I mean? He got caught in New York. The thing, before he got caught, Fatal hits me up. So Fatal want to ride on him. But I'm like, how you got out of jail for accessory, bro? You know what I'm saying? Accessory to murder and you bonded out? Like, how you got out? So I'm leery. So, we riding in the car and we talking. So I was like, yo, homie, pull over here, bro. So we pull over right where Gutta got killed at. Right at the Diamond Club. Right where he got killed at. We see the bullet holes in the building, the bullet holes in the bottom of the thing, like, where he died, where he bled out at. You can see all that stuff still there. And we there. Me and Fatal. And I'm like, and we just there, like, we coming up, like, with a plan. You know what I'm saying? We just talking and this and that. But I don't trust it because you out on bail on accessory to murder. So I'm like, yo, homie, lift up your shirt, homie. He's like, what? I'm like, yo, lift up your shirt. So he got offended. You know what I'm saying? And Fatal get busy. You know what I'm saying? Fatal ain't no sucker ass nigga or nothing like that. Fatal get busy. You know what I'm saying? So Fatal's like, yo, big homie, I feel like you trying me right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, you're out on bail on accessory to murder. We're over here having a conversation. I need to know. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, homie, big homie, if it would have been anybody else, big homie, we would have had a fight, but we would have had a problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, I respect you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is. I know what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? But if it would have been anybody else, bro, we would have had a problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he takes off his shirt He had sweatpants on. He even took his sweatpants down. You know what I'm saying? He was in boxers in the middle of Cimarron. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of Cimarron at the Diamond Club where my boy Gutta got killed. We standing there right where he got killed. He in boxers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no wire on. I ain't got no wire on. You know what I'm saying? So he upset. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, I got lift up your shirt, homie. You know what I mean? So we jump back in the whip and we go to that kid Tito's mama house. So now we park in front of Tito's mama house. You know what I'm saying? And we just watching. Because Tito got away from the scene. Like I said, he jumped in Fatal's car and he left. And he dipped. And he left his car there. And he left Fatal's car in the complex somewhere, whatever. So we go to his mama house. You know what I'm saying? And the police is there, the undercovers. They're watching from across the street because they looking for him too. You know what I'm saying? And we looking for him and they looking for him. So we there down the street and they up the street. You know what I'm saying? Staking out. You know what I mean? The police and us. You know what I mean? So, boom, we don't find them or whatever. Slide off. I go to the nigga crib with my other boy. That's what I was telling y'all. I went to his crib. They were like, yeah. I said, yo, you know what? I had forgot that that I knew where he was that had lived before. Cause I forgot. I went over there for something with Fatal. And the kid was there. He's like, yeah, he lived here. I remember he told me that. So I told my boy Tito, I told my boy, I ain't gonna say my boy name. I told him, yo, ride with me over there. So he's like, what? I said, yeah, I'm going to that nigga house. So he's like, you got a blicky on you, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, nigga, I ain't got nothing on me. He's like, what? I say, I don't give a shit, nigga, I'm going over there, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I said, you rolling or what? Then he just looked at me, he's like, bro, you crazy, bro. That man killed Gutta, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's strapped, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't strapped. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going over there, you know what I mean? So I jump in the car. My boy jumps in the car with me. We slide over there. He's like, so what's the plan? What you gonna do? So I break down, and we go over there. He wasn't there. The kid wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He had dipped to New York already. You know what I mean? But we didn't know that. So I went over there. Somebody opened the door. It wasn't him. You know, whatever. Boom. My boy's like, yo, you crazy, bro. How you looking for a killer with no gun? How you going to somebody that killed your boy's house with no gun? I did that twice, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of person I am. You know what I mean? Like, if I fucks with you, if I love you, you know what I'm saying? You my people. I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't even care if I don't got a gun, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You don't need a gun just to do something to somebody all the time. That's what's caught up with y'all. A lot of y'all think you just need a gun all the time to do something to somebody, and you don't. You know what I'm saying? A gun is just like one of the quickest, easiest ways. It's also one of the loudest ways. But so um, what was I saying? Yeah, I did that twice. One time they shot at my boy, and I chased the nigga down, and I ain't had no gun. You know what I'm saying? On a car chase. So the dude Tito had dipped to New York, but we didn't know this. But we looking for him, you know, whatever. At the same time, I'm about to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like fighting court case. I was going through a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a lot of battles going on. You know what I mean? Like, I was already like, I could have hurt the wrong person for no reason. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I could have hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? I almost did. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. I thought somebody was trying to shoot me. And it was they had a puppy. They had a puppy jump on their lap while they was driving and stick their head out the window, and they stuck their hand out and grabbed the puppy and pulled it in. And and it was a little black puppy, and I just seen the hand and the black little thing. And yeah. You know what I mean? So it was that type of environment, that type of time in my life. And I was facing, you know, like 5 years. They gave me 3 and 2 out. So, you know, I was fighting that. I'm looking for this kid. It's kind of like a whole crazy situation because everybody picked sides. So now it's like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, like I said, they put up a billboard of the homie Gutta, you know what I'm saying, and all that. Now, every year, his family does, still to this day, still to today, at the Diamond Club, they do a candlelight like remembrance of him. I've been stopped going to that. You know what I mean? I got Gutta tatted on my arm, kid, with my grandma, one of these 3 crosses. You know what I'm saying? This says, heaven ain't that far away. You can't see it though. We'll meet again someday. That's a song that I wrote. And I got my grandma on one side. I got Gutta on one side. You know what I'm saying? With the 2 doves and all that. But I stopped going to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've lost so many people. Like, I've lost people. Like, me and Gutta was cool. You know what I'm saying? That was my dog. I rode for him. You know, like, it's like his family put up a post and they were like, oh, and I seen the chain in the picture. And I said, yo, I remember when they took that chain. And I put it on the post. I said, I ran down. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I ran down on a whole crew of people because of that situation. I caught a charge. Because of that situation, somebody got shot. You know what I'm saying? And they charged my other boy with that. And I ended up doing time, and my boy beat the shooting in trial. But we went on a spree. You know what I mean? When they took Gutta's chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, all right. So they came over here and they robbed us. I went to their side of the hood. You know what I mean? And I went all up and down the trail. I went from the trail to Kissimmee. I went to all the hoods. I went to all the hoods. People that ain't even have nothing to do with it. You feel me? Kissimmee had nothing to do with what was going on in Orlando. And that's where Buddy got shot. Then I dipped from the police. Then we got caught. They took us to the hospital. The dude that got shot pointed us out in the lineup. Yeah. And my boy beat that shit in trial. I did time for violation of probation and for the charge for leaving from the police. They tried to have me with fleeing and looting, but the police never activated his sirens, so they couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He never had sirens on, but he was chasing us. And then he had like 18 cops in front of us, and that's how we got caught. But that whole shit stemmed off of that shit. But I had put that post. I commented on the post, and I know it probably didn't mean shit to nobody. Like, the family don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Gutta's mom and dad. You know what I mean? But I know the family didn't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Dude that Gutta died to violence. Gutta died getting shot 6 times, bro. And the last thing the mother wants to hear is somebody saying, "Yeah, I ran down" or something. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I showed my love for my nigga. So, and when Gutta got killed, all them niggas that was all around Gutta and all them there, not one of them niggas was looking for that nigga. The only niggas that was looking for that nigga was me and Fatal. Me and Fatal was the only ones looking for this nigga. We was in front of the nigga house while the police was there. None of y'all niggas, none of these other niggas was looking for these niggas. None of them. You know what I mean? But like I said, the family don't want to hear that. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But to me, that's how I show love. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person, like, you might do something to me, and I might let that go. But if you do something to somebody that I mess with, that I care about, I ain't letting that go. I'm just weird like that. You might do something to me, I might like, you know what? I'm going to let that shit slide. Which is rare. But I might do. You know what I mean? But if you do something to somebody I mess with, it's on. So, yeah, like I was saying, ain't nobody ever do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So about that chain, you know what I'm saying? We went on a spree. And my little homie, Knowledge, I seen him at the gas station, was like, yo, let me go with you. I said, nah, homie, stay here. Your mom's is going to flip. Because he was a Latin king, but he was a peewee. So, you know, niggas used to make him go to school, make sure he's doing his homework, you know, make sure he's in school, and all that. But his moms told me to, you know, not give him no work and she brought him here for a better life. And he was kind of following me around everywhere and all that. And I was giving him work and shit like that, you know what I mean? And she was like, yo, can you please stop? So I did, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, kid, you can't come with me, bro. And he's like, come on, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. And, you know, I wish I would have took him with me, bro. Because my boy Knowledge died that night. Rest in peace to Knowledge. But that night, I went to jail behind that whole shit, that chain that they stole from Gutta. I went to every hood from Orlando. I went all over, bro. I went all over. All the way down OBT. All the way down. I hit like 4 different hoods in Kissimmee. You heard? About that shit. They ain't even had nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, I'm going to make an example. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make an example. Touch one of mine, I'm touching everything. You know what I mean? And, yeah, the homie Gutta. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you know, it was no disrespect to the family, and the reason why I stopped going to the candlelight visuals every year. It's just some things you gotta let go. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I lost so many friends, bro. Like me and Gutta was close, and we was cool. Like every day drinking. Like this dude would give me beats for free. That he would charge other people. Like I was like, yo, why you giving them to me for free? He's like, bro, I want you to blow up. You're sick, nigga. He was like, yo, you're sick, bro. You're crazy, bro. What are you doing out here? You know what I'm saying? Like you're wild and get into the music. Get back into the music. Get back into the music. And I was just getting money, you know, wild and not. But Gutta always like believed in me with that shit. So we was tight, you know what I'm saying? But we wasn't the tightest. He had way friends that he was tighter with more than me, you know what I mean? But like I said, I lost so many people, bro, that was closer in my life than Gutta was. Like friends that was closer to me than Gutta was. That I knew 20 years and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I I I just it's a depression, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a depression, bro. Like one after another. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, 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 funeral, boom, funeral, boom, funeral. Like nah, man. So to keep going to a candlelight visual every year and remembering this and bringing it back and not that I'm saying forget your people. I'm just saying um, sometimes you gotta sometimes holding on to something hurts more than letting it go. You know what I mean? So I had to let that part of my life go. You know what I'm saying? It's like yo, I can't come to these no more. My cousin died on a motorcycle not too long ago, a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? There's been some years, and I only been to my cousin's gravesite twice. You know what I'm saying? I went when we buried him, and the next year, like when we did the anniversary, the motorcycle ride, we did a motorcycle ride for him. I went that year, and since then I haven't been back to my cousin's gravesite. When I buried my boy Pete, I think I went twice, and I haven't been back to my boy Pete's gravesite. You know what I'm saying? I want to go, but I also know that it triggers a depression in me. You know what I'm saying? So then it takes me a long time to get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It takes me a long time to get out of it. So that's why I stopped going because I lost so many people and it starts bringing up all these memories of all these people and I'm driving around the hood and I'm driving around Orlando and I see everywhere that I used to be with them and all that and it just brings back all this shit that it takes me a long time to get out of. It's a spiritual battle that messes me up and it takes me a long time to get out of. So that's why I stopped going. But I just wanted to share with y'all, you know what I'm saying, the story of my boy Gutta, because I mentioned him yesterday, you know what I mean? And I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so let me tell you the second story I heard of why he got killed. So while we was in prison, my boy Shiesty bumps into this kid Tito. So while we in prison, I tell my homie, yo, this kid's about to get sentenced. Because I've been keeping track of that kid Tito's court case the whole time. So I'm like, yo, this kid's about to get sentenced. They might send him here. So my people's already like, all right. You know what I'm saying? But the kid ended up claiming blood or something like that. Whatever. I don't care. I found out he's at golf. When I get out of prison, my second bid, they sent me to golf. They shipped him. By the time I got to golf, he was already gone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So he told my boy, he told Tito killed Gutta. Tito tells my boy Shiesty why he did it. Because my boy Shiesty sees him in the prison yard and stepped to him. So Shiesty's like, yo, what's up? So he said, listen, man, that shit wasn't... He said that he wasn't trying to get the kid Devious he was arguing with, or whoever else he was arguing with, that he was trying to get Gutta because Gutta owed him money for some coke, for like an ounce of coke, he was saying. So I'm like, yo, that shit don't make no sense because I never heard that. I heard they was arguing and Gutta stepped in the middle as a peacemaker to break it up and the nigga shot him. But then Shiesty's like, I don't know, bro, because he ran up on him and then he shot him in the head, bro. He said that sounded like he targeted him. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he had fronted Gutta some coke and then Gutta didn't pay him for the coke or whatever. But they're in the strip club, and Gutta's buying drinks, and Gutta's throwing money to these bitches and this and that. And he's like, "Yo, where my money at, nigga? Like, you owe me money, nigga. You ain't here buying bottles and this and that." And that's how the whole shit stemmed up. That's what the dude that killed Gutta said to my boy Shiesty, and that's what my boy Shiesty relayed to me, because me and Shiesty ended up in the same camp. We was at Tennessee together. You know what I mean? For 3 years. So when I went to golf, I was there for like almost 2 years, and kid had left. Kid wasn't even there. That kid Tito. But so those are the two different stories that I heard. You know, but the original story is that he was trying to be the peacemaker and jump in the middle of between two people that was about to fight. And like I said, Gutta was a person that would bring people around that normally wouldn't hang around each other, because they liked the Gutta. They fucked with Gutta. Everybody, you know, Gutta was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Gutta was a ladies' man. A lot of bitches fuck with Gutta. You know what I'm saying? And all types of shit. So a lot of people fuck with him. So people that's normally wouldn't be around each other will be around each other around Gutta. So I can understand the peacemaker story. You know what I'm saying? And I can also understand the other story if it's true, but I don't believe that's true. You know what I mean? That's just my personal thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is the story of my boy Gutta, man. I just wanted to share with y'all. You heard? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Zulu King Street fam. Y'all know what it is, man. We all gas, no brakes. If you ain't gonna be good, be safe. You heard?